Hello and welcome to Big Scott 35, uh, Saturday edition, 11/5/22. I will be doing a response for Don's Sentimental cards. I thought this was a great idea. It made me think, and you would think you know exactly, and I did know exactly about what my sentimental cards were, but I'll probably be doing this a little different than other people. I haven't watched anybody else's, and I'm eager to. But the reason I haven't is because I really wanted to not be influenced by others' thoughts or ideas, subliminally or not. I just wanted to do this because I just wanted to have this thought out for myself for future reference to myself, just to watch. I really appreciate Don doing this. I think it's pretty cool, and mine are for mostly great memories. And I'm going to do this first, so if Don watches, he don't have to watch this whole video. You can just watch this again. But mine are more for I don't have one card when I look at it and go, mine is representation of a group of cards, mostly a reason why I have them. So like this type of thing here, cards that I get from members of the community. This is from Mr. Fisherbike. That's what I just got from Dean, from Page and Denby, and these are just cards I have sitting near me. I have my display for when I show cards off, and I mean that's just a representation, not just from people in the community, but in the YouTube community. But I do have friends outside of YouTube community that have given me cards. Friends from Iowa and back home. Wade being one of them. He's really, gone crazy with some gifts. I need to hit him back with something because he's gone above and beyond. And then also people within the community. I love giving, and I love giving. The receiving part is great. But man, when I see the smiles, when I get the thank yous and how much they really appreciate it, or whoever in their family I got the cards for, that's all the payment I need for most of the cards. And I've received cards from like Canadian from Mike from Canadian Cards. Like, he expressly said he didn't want anything back, just things like that. It's just heartwarming, and just knowing that you're part of this community is great. I can talk about that for an hour, so I need to stop. Y'all know how I feel about that. Watch my videos, you can see smile at my eye. I just love that. Next is going to be right here, my Johnny Bench rookie. This was my first purchase at my first national that I ever went to, and changed my hobby life, if not my life totally. Really got me in, dove into the hobby in an extreme way that I wasn't before. I was already into it pretty good, but it just took me to another level when I got there. I've talked about it before. It took me a while to get there because it always landed on the same week my family went on vacation, and before I was in doing that, I just didn't have the money, the finances to do it. Or knew about it. That's how outside, because I wasn't on the internet. I wasn't doing things like that. So yeah, it was it was that it was a big thing. And when I see that card and that represents that, I guess that's one of the ones that one card does, have sentimental value to me. This one is a representation. Not a, it's a, it's my Jackie Robinson 53. I've shown off cards from my father's collection when he was a kid. They all carry sentimental value for not only my dad, but my grandparents that are, of course, no longer here. And, it just the family aspect of the hobby. My mom's giving me cards. A lot of the stuff my mom's giving me, you'll see when I do my house reveal. I hate the room reveal. You'll see what I mean when I say apartment reveal, whatever. Uh, so it's just, uh, that strikes a good, good one with me. And this one here is a little different. 82, 81 cards. I always talk, I always say that the cards are a yearbook for my memories. And 1982, I just Cal Ripken sits right here beside me all the time. Um, so 82, that would be uh, the last year that my mom was our team mom or whatever on the bench. My parents were together. Um, I was, let's see, 80, I was 11. No, actually 10 because my birthday, where my birthday falls. Uh, so I was uh, playing Little League Baseball. I've talked about wearing baseball diamonds, my skate. So that was pretty much, that was the last year of that. And, you know, and and I talk about 70s and early 80s cards. And I think that's why uh, those years have so much, mean so much to me. Their divorce was the best thing for our family. Believe me, it was the best thing for all of us. But I also remember the good times we had. Um, you know, uh, we had a whole bunch. It was probably outweighed the bad, but the bad was really bad too. So uh, it just reminds me of I don't want to say a better time, but just the Leave It to Beaver time, like the family unit, the way things are supposed to be. But I came out just fine in a different world, and I don't blame anybody for anything. The best thing they did was get a divorce, and for everybody's sanity. We talked about that before. So, and they always looked. That's baseball. They knew that I was good, pretty good. Um, so they always looked out for me and did what was best for me, and they still do. Even at 51, I've talked about it before. I'm their baby boy. I'm spoiled rotten, and I know it. But I try to repay it. That's why I moved back to where I'm at in North Carolina. I try to, as we're all getting older, now it's my turn to spoil them a little bit and make sure they're taken care of and do the right things. So I want to thank Don for this. I think it's great. Um, now, now I'm going to talk a little bit. My Saturday morning. What's going on in my hobby life. We're in November. I've gone 5 days without eBay, PWCC, buying blasters, all of that. So you might say whoopee, but that is huge for me. I think it's huge for a lot of people in this hobby. And I think I'm going to do the old no card November. Baseball Collector brought it up a few years back. And I think, I'm sitting here and I'm going through finally concentrating on that Gary Carter collection that I bought. Um, I'm trying to go through my whole all my boxes of cards that just sit there that don't fit my PC. Putting them in some type of putting them in. I had them in alphabetical order. I've talked about this before. Now I'm putting them back in order so I know what players and where they're at, so I can try to find homes for them. Just I've been talking about. I've been downsizing since moving from a house to an apartment, and my other parts of my hobby, uh, and my pop culture, and just things like that. And I got rid of a bunch of stuff, and not saying I'm gonna get rid of a lot of my cards. I'm gonna get rid of some of them. I just need to reorganize and rethink what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I'm not. I've been telling you all along that the financial side of it is affecting me a little bit, but not where I don't know where my next meal's coming from or getting my bills paid or nothing like that. It's just I am. I know I'm going on 2 trips next year. Uh, I usually get a bonus from my job, and that pays for my. That's 75% of what pays for my national trip, at least, if not more. And I found out where I got transferred to did not get a bonus last year, so I got to prepare for that. And I want to go to, I'm actually 3 trips next year. So I'm going to the expo in Toronto. They call it the fall, but it's more the winter show. The one that's going on now, I believe, this weekend. And so that's just 2 trips. I like to have cash in my hand, and when I go, it's not about so much paying for the trip. It's more just to make sure I have some money in my pocket, so I can at least purchase something at the show to say, "Hey, I was at the show." Um, that's kind of how I remember shows more than like buying a poster, T-shirt, and of course you got memories and pictures. But there is a show here in Raleigh in December that's pretty big. I can't wait. I want to go to that. I'm looking really forward to that one. Um, so I I just want to have a little change in my pocket when I go to those. I much rather have more fun buying at shows than I do online. And I didn't even go on tops.com this week. I always go, but I just know if I go, I'm going to buy something. And I have a hobby box coming to me from Tops. And I think a lot of y'all know how that goes when I go with Tops. I might get that or might not. So I still have some cards. I have some blasters. I slowly open those. And I still have some cards, but what I'm also doing is still going to be grading. I have a CSG order coming to me. Should be picking that up from my PO box today. I'm going in a little later. It should be there. They usually have my PO box filled about 1. It's before 1 this morning. So I also have stuff at SGC, PSA. I don't, PSA. I sent stuff in hopefully to get them back by Chantilly's show. That I don't even think they've been in the grading part yet. That was with the national special, and people have been getting those back, and our group hasn't. Frustrating to say the least. I know I always talk about it, I don't care. But these I did. I got them for a purpose, and I'll have them for my Raleigh show, so it's not that big of a deal. But I guess this is the month that it should be. They're saying they want to make them out by. I think this is the month, by the end of this month. I think so. We'll see. But I have. I have so many Gary Carters now that the price is down. I guess it's not where I want it to be for my registry cards. And with it being the specials like 96, I have to make sure I got plenty of them after 96, believe it or not, for Gary Carter in the registry. which is a little bit of a head scratcher, but it is what it is. I have fun doing it. It gives me a reason to get those graded. Um, let's see. A lot of people. I had some comments on my Return to Jedi cards. Somebody corrected me. It's just a meme talking about George Lucas, which I kind of it was weird. So thank you for setting me straight. I usually don't fall for that, and I just glimpsed at it. So I'm an old guy. They get me on that. So thank you for that. And I said it was weird at the time. It didn't make sense. So I appreciate it. I like to be corrected, and I take it. I take those. I like to be right in the future. Um, let's see. Last week's with Mike O 100 episode was great. Had fun with Mike. We always do. Um, he's having a tough week. I haven't reached out to him. Him and my Philly guys, I know they're stressing out on that. So good luck to you guys on the last two games in Houston. I hope it turns out well for you guys. This week, Sunday night, a little bit up in the air. We're trying to reach out to a couple of different people. I really would like to talk about grading as a whole. And I know it gets talked to death, but mine is more like with the pricing now, what people are doing. I know people are talking about it. Does our and our cards getting graded? Are we still in a grading craziness as we were before? And I have some thoughts on that and what's going on, and we'll see how the numbers get fudged too. I just think we're in a good spot as a hobby, collecting hobby. That is the business might be the business end of it might be struggling, but that'll only strengthen us as collectors, I think. And I'll expand more on that tomorrow night. And if it's just me and Nats Man, that's fine. I can talk. Nats Man can talk. I'm sure the people in my chat, the side chat, will keep me on my toes as well. So with that being said, let's see. Wednesday, I will be doing CSG this time, and next Saturday, I will be doing a reveal in the apartment. I'm not going to lie this time. So until then, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Picked up a couple new subscribers this week. So welcome to my channel. Appreciate you guys and gals. So until next time, see you.